only thing we ever cared about was being freaking radical. I mean, high-key rad AF. And TBH, that's what I look for when I need t-shirts, pens, cups, and koozies, and the like. I go to radwaredesigns.com. If you're not using Radware Designs for your t-shirts, pens, cups, and koozies, then your stuff is probably sus, like basic, and that's no cap. All lowercase. Radwaredesigns.com.
The defending national champion Florida Gators are tipping off another great season. Would you like a championship entertainment experience in your home? The pros at Electronics World can connect you with Sony, LG, Samsung, Yamaha, Martin Logan, Marantz, Bowers & Wilkins, Sonos, Monitor Audio, and more. So you can immerse yourself in every slam dunk and three-pointer. From concept to design and installation, count on EW for the assist with your home entertainment. Electronics World in Gainesville or online at electronicsworld.net.
IDC's incredible Black Friday event is back, and it's bigger than ever. With any purchase this weekend at International Diamond Center, you get the best value price plus an incredible free gift, like a free weekend getaway. Here's how it works. Buy something at IDC for just $249 and we'll give you a free $50 gift card. Spend $599 and we'll give you a free Wolf Maria jewelry box. Spend $999, get a free luxury Lola blanket. Buy any IDC jewelry for over $1,999 and get a free Aura Fitness ring. And for something really cool, listen to this. If you spend over $4,999, IDC gives you a free 3-day beach resort weekend getaway. The Bahamas, Miami, Sanibel Island, and more to choose from. It pays to shop early at IDC. And don't miss our annual Black Friday sale. We've got free gifts for everyone. Get an extreme value price on your jewelry and we'll give you an amazing free gift. 3 days only, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at International Diamond Center. Some restrictions apply. See store for details.
From the Spurrier's Gridiron Grill Studio, WRUF Gainesville, W251CG Gainesville, WRUF FM HD2, and on the WRUF radio app. This program is paid for by Weeby Marketing. It's time for the Ryan Theis Show.
Service ace, and the Gators win it in 4.
No stranger to being a head coach, Theis has 14 NCAA tournament appearances on his resume, including 3 trips to the national semifinals.
Parks sets the middle. August got it down for the kill.
Now, the former UF assistant returns to Gainesville for his first year as head coach of the Florida Gators.
What a comeback for the Gators.
The Ryan Theis Show on WRUF is presented by International Diamond Center and the Gator Attack Club, and brought to you in part by Meldon Law, Alma Mater, Ruse Ogra State Farm, Quality Plumbing, UF Bookstore, Doreen Wiebe, Miapa Latin Cafe, Titan MRI, Campus USA Credit Union, Fairlife Milk, and the head beer coach.
Alongside Ryan Theis, here's the voice of Gator Volleyball, Tom Collette.
And good evening. There we go. Thank you, Kevin Winter. Thank you, Luis, producing our show tonight alongside Kimberly. It is the Ryan Theis Show here on a Tuesday night, Thanksgiving week. Hope your plans are going well. If you're on the road traveling, listening either on terrestrial radio or on the internet or watching on YouTube, we hope you're having safe travels. Hope you're not traveling and watching on YouTube, that is, if you're driving, right?
Yeah, got to be safe.
Don't want to encourage that, right? Alongside the head coach, Tom Collette here, as we do talk about Florida volleyball here for the next hour. If you'd like to be part of the show, the Meldon fan phone line is Meldon Law fan phone line is 352-392-8255. You can also send us an email, theryantheisshow@gmail.com, or if you're watching on YouTube, you can join the chat, and I am monitoring the chat as we talk Florida volleyball. This past weekend, Florida Gators in the SEC tournament, the first time it's been contested since 2005. Gators won that last one at Alabama in 2005, and 2 matches in the tournament. But before we get to some of the action on the court, before the action on the court, we had the league awards, and we had some postseason awards that were donned on some Florida Gators. Jayla August, All-SEC first team, sophomore season, terrific season following up her SEC Freshman of the Year campaign. What stood out to you the most this season in terms of Jayla August's maturation as a middle and playing at Florida in that middle blocker position, and all SEC first team?
Yeah, I thought since February, I thought she got significantly better at blocking decisions, blocking moves, blocking positioning, and then her plus-minus ratio from an offensive perspective, right? How many errors do we make versus how many points do we score? So, I thought she improved over the course of the last, I guess, what are we on now, 8-9 months?
Yes.
And so happy to see her be rewarded.
One thing I've seen as well, too, that she takes pride and had 7 digs in one match. She really takes pride now in playing an all-around game. When she's asked to serve and she's had some good service runs, she's got to play back row defense, and she's responded.
Yeah, serving even more so than defense. Just ace to error ratio has just improved so much, and it was a matter of teaching speed and velocity that's realistic from a serve perspective, playing defense behind the block. But yeah, she's had some good point runs this year for sure.
All SEC second team, Jordan Bird, gets her first action on the court after not playing for 2 years and really is a rookie playing as a redshirt sophomore here for the Florida Gators. And Alexis Stuckey, I think. Let's focus on Bird first, but Stuckey coming back from that horrific knee injury really was in her groove and in her game after a year last year who was still fighting that, recovering from a knee injury.
Yeah, happy to see both of them be rewarded by the coaches in the league. I'll throw a note out. Alec Roth, I thought, had a really good chance of being an all-conference player. Must have been close. But to see Jordan and Stuckey both be rewarded for their efforts, I mean, Jordan scores a lot of points. The physicality, and again, I've said this probably 3 times on the show and many times publicly, to score a collegiate point is not easy. And so to have somebody like Jordan who can score 4, 5, 6 in a set, even 7 in some of them, is critically important for your chance to be successful. And Jordan's learning efficiency and learning, I use the phrase to be the man, right? Like, are you the man that everybody's trying to stop, but you can still produce? So she's still learning that, but making huge strides.
And who mentors her in that regard in terms of being the man, stepping up? When your wife played here at Florida, she was the man. She was counted on. If it was a tough spot, she is the go-to player. That was Jenny Mans, the Hammer. Who has mentored her in terms of that role? Because you have the physicality, but you also have that mental game that goes into it.
And we don't have a hitter who's done it, right? So there's nobody on court going, hey, let me pass this torch off. I mean, that doesn't really happen. It's more of the coaching staff and trying to buy into. Sometimes you're going to cost us. Like, you're not going to be perfect. It's the closer in baseball, right? Like, you're gonna save 9 games, but you're going to give up the home run that loses it, right? So, when you're the point scorer that's going to get the ball at the end of the game, sometimes you're going to err, sometimes you're going to make a mistake. And are you comfortable doing it? So from a coaching perspective, it's just allowing her to be comfortable with that. We're gonna live and die based on some of those results, and you can't let it phase you. Just shake it off.
And then Alexis Stuckey. Number 1 Wisconsin here in town 2 years ago. The horrific knee injury. Gators up a set and cruising in the second set, and then last year came back. Multiple matches into the year, but you could tell when you're coming back from an injury like that, sometimes it's hard to get that confidence back in terms of your movement and lateral movement and where you were before the knee injury. And I think this year she really lifted her game again and is at that level and a second-team All-SEC player.
Yeah, you could see matches where everything clicked, right? Offensively got going, felt comfortable with pass location, dig location, getting the ball to where she wanted it to be. I think she would say not 100% of the time, but 75, 80% of the time she felt like she was in a groove. And I thought both matches at the SEC tournament, she played really well. So it was nice to see her late in the year because we had a couple matches before that where Taylor came in and off the bench and helped us a little bit. But I thought Stuckey was awfully good SEC tournament, and happy to see her be rewarded as well.
And what a luxury to have. You mentioned Parks. She started and set the whole Ohio State match earlier in the year, and then if Alexis Stuckey is not feeling it that night, a great option to go on the bench.
Yeah, Taylor is unbelievable. In terms of, a kid you want to coach that wants to work hard, that wants to be good, that wants to be a Florida Gator, Taylor is, number one. I mean, she grew up wanting to be a Gator. I think she might have been a ball girl. She's a camper, and just a terrific athlete, awesome player, and we're really lucky to have her.
Freshman, the all-freshman team. You placed 2 on the all-freshman team. She started the year as libero, and she still maintains that role. A fantastic freshman year, Lily Hayes.
Yeah, another want to be a Gator, right? From the state, grew up, whether it's Florida camps or coming to games, and just a massive competitor, and tons of leadership qualities that we will use for the next 3 years as well. But thrilled with, she went, I want to say 6 consecutive matches without a reception error. And she got one, I think, maybe against Alabama. And I literally looked at the staff and went, well, she won't do another one. Because, it's just so rare to get an ace on Lily Hayes.
And then Milica Vidicic, new to the country, new to the program, all freshman team.
Yeah, so fun to have her here. English as a second language. She's getting good at it. It was a really fun moment from a coaching perspective. I was talking to her a week or two ago just about, where you're at academically and going into postseason. Do you know how this works? And I said, what percentage of the things I say at practice do you understand now? And she said, all of it. And I said, okay, at the beginning of the year, 50-50. And she said, 25.
She understood 25%.
Yeah, maybe. And then we all of our practices on the dry erase board laid out where to stand, where to go when we play 6-on-6, what team you're on. And I could always see her lingering near the board early in the year. And she told me, she goes, I don't understand what's up there. And so when I said, what percent do you understand? She said, all of it. And I now get what you write on the table, which is a dry erase board on wheels that she
calls it a table.
She called it the table. And it was awesome. I get it now. And so that was really fun. And she had a big smile on her face when she said it.
Let's have you take us through the 2 matches you played at the SEC tournament. You had the number 5 seed, so you get 1 single bye. You get Alabama in your first match, and it's a 3-0 sweep. And offense was the key. 327 is what the Gators hit in the match. And Jordan Bird was outstanding, hitting close to 400. And Jayla Auguste, she's hitting close to 500 in the match. So it was an offensive match where you got to, exercise the offensive skills of what these players can do.
Yeah, and oftentimes, that second set at 25-6. That
I saw that going, whoa.
Yeah. That skews numbers. It's usually
because the other 2 are 25-23.
Yeah,
it's tight.
Yeah, no, exactly. And Alabama was hot. I think they had won 4 of their last 5. They had come off a win against Missouri. They beat South Carolina in the first round. They're in that building for going for another win. So it didn't surprise me at all that first set was very close. And then set 2 got a little crazy, and then 3 became a little bit more competitive as well. But good to see the offense rolling. Thought we could score some points against those guys, and we did.
Then you faced Tennessee, a team you beat up in Knoxville earlier in the year in October in a 5-setter extravaganza up in Knoxville. And you come out on the short end, a 3-1 match, but each of the sets was close. You push past 25 in the first 2 sets. One goes your way, one goes their way. What stood out to you in this match in terms of what the team put on the court and who excelled? As again, Jordan Bird leads the way with 21 kills, another 20-plus kill match on the season, and you place 2 others in double digits with kills. Anaya Madkin has one of her better matches here near the end of the year, as well as Jayla, again, in double figures.
Yeah, Anaya was exceptional with, I think, 18 and 5. That's a pretty good game from a left side hitter. I think some takeaways from that would be I don't know that we had any business win in the first set, and we did.
Mm-hmm.
And then
stole one.
Yeah, I would say the exact flip in the second, which is we got that one stolen from us. The third, we had a lead as well, and we've probably had 6 or 7 sets this year with
comfortable leads or good leads.
Second half of the set. Whether you're past 15, whether you're past 17. Almost identical situations. I think it was set 1 or set 3 against Alabama, up like 17-13. Back-to-back hitting errors, one tip, one swing out, and all of a sudden those sets become competitive. And against Alabama, we were able to pull it off, but against a really good team like Tennessee, you can't. You got to keep your foot on the gas, and you got to keep that lead. Texas A&M, we lost a lead, and I think in the third. Early in the year, there was 1 or 2 of them. So that's been an ongoing thing, and we continue to work in practice of consecutive side outs, consecutive stops, plus-minus ratio from an attack perspective to try and remedy that. But in reality, it requires experience and time.
We are out of time here in our first segment. We will step away for our first break. You're listening to The Ryan Theis Show. Again, back after this brief timeout.
WRUF.
Your front row seat to all Gator sports.
98.1 FM, 8:50 AM.
103.7 HD2.
And anywhere in the world on the WRUF mobile app.
This is Gator Country.
The commitment from IDC to first responders is really extraordinary.
Veteran firefighter Johnny Hinton talks about International Diamond Center's ongoing support for our heroes in uniform.
IDC has helped us raise just massive amounts of money.
Johnny says in addition to corporate gifts to support charity fundraisers, IDC is there every day, helping first responders with an extra 15% discount on any purchase.
Again, thank you guys so much.
International Diamond Center at Celebration Point.
90 years ago, 9 University of Florida faculty members started something big, Campus USA Credit Union, the first credit union on a U.S. college campus. Today, Campus USA is 160,000 members strong, proudly serving the community with auto loans, business loans, mortgages, and more. Whether you're just starting out or building your future, Campus is here to help you every step of the way. Stop by any campus location or join the team at campuscu.com. Campus USA Credit Union, celebrating 90 years of better banking.
Hey, have you ever talked to Ruse Agra over at State Farm?
Oh yeah, Ruse is awesome. Helped me get a ton of coverage for way less than I expected, and he serves all of North Florida. Super friendly too, actually takes time to explain everything.
Really? I thought State Farm would be pricey.
No, surprisingly great rates. You get that neighborly service you don't find everywhere. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I might give Ruse at State Farm a call.
You should. Call 352-240-1779 for a free quote. You'll be glad you did.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Looking for a roof you can trust to weather any storm? Atlantic Roofing has been covering North Central Florida for over 20 years. We're a third-generation, locally owned roofing company. From Alachua to Marion, Bradford, Levy, Gilchrist, Columbia, and beyond, we've got your home, your business, and your back. Visit AtlanticRoofing.com or call today for your free estimate. Atlantic Roofing, where quality rises above.
After you work out, you can feel worn out. Reach for Core Power and rise to a whole new level of recovery. Protein to build muscle. Electrolytes to help hydrate. The nutrition you need to power on. Champion your recovery with Core Power.
When the unexpected happens, you need a legal team that's ready to fight for you, just like the Florida Gators. At Meldon Law, we're proud to partner with the Florida Gators to deliver winning results for those who have been injured at no fault of their own. With a strong record of success and a team that won't back down, Meldon Law is your trusted partner in tough times. Call Meldon Law at 352-373-8000 or visit us at meldonlaw.com.
The Ryan Theis Show continues here on WRUF, 98.1 FM, 850 AM, and anywhere in the world on the WRUF mobile app.
Don't settle for a knockoff diamond when you can get the best diamonds at the best price at International Diamond Center. International Diamond Center in Celebration Point, the official jeweler of the Florida Gators. It's the Ryan Theis Show. Luis producing our broadcast tonight. Thumbs up from him. Is that a soccer jersey you got on? Sweet. Okay, there we go. We're talking volleyball, though, until 7 o'clock with Ryan Theis here in studio. It is the Ryan Theis Show. You want to be part of the program? 392-8255. Of course, you know the area code's 352. That is the Meldon Law fan phone line. You can call in your question or comment for Ryan after the Gators come out of the SEC tournament, now awaiting their NCAA selection. Also, you can join the show via email if you're a little bashful, don't want to get on the phone with us. It is theryantheisshow@gmail.com. Or if you're watching on YouTube, you can send us a chat message as I am monitoring the chat and seeing our two smiling faces here. Let's get into some of our weekly accolades. The hitter of the SEC tournament, brought to you by Titan MRI and Imaging. Titan MRI and Imaging has same-day scheduling available and easy self-pay. Now, with 2 locations in Gainesville, 1 in Lake City, start feeling better today. That's TitanMRI.com. It's your choice. Hitter from the tournament.
Yeah, Jordan Bird. And I'm scrolling on my phone right now because I had notes. There we go. 39 kills, 5.57 per set over the 2 matches.
That's pretty darn good.
That's a monster 2-match run. And I know she wants to be more efficient and will strive to do that in the offseason and even in the NCAA tournament. But that's a lot of points.
That is certainly a lot of points. Let's go the server of the SEC tournament in 2 matches. And the server of the week is brought to you by Fairlife Milk. Discover protein shakes by Fairlife Milk. Explore 26-gram and 42-gram high-protein drinks. Perfect for workout, recovery, and nutrition from Fairlife Milk.
Yeah, and I don't know if we're server of the week or ace of the week, but either way, if you ask me twice, Stuckey gets it for that 10-0 run against Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
I think our longest run of the year. Served good balls, played good defense, and the team got rolling.
When she was on that run, was it placement? Was it drop? What was, or a combination of the two? In terms
some of everything.
Really?
Yeah, velocity was good. She hit a couple of zones that threw them off for sure. Just a really good run.
Okay. Let's do one more of those. The back row defender that you highlighted during the SEC tournament, and it's brought to you by Ruse Ogra, State Farm Insurance. State Farm agent Ruse Ogra is your go-to agent in Gainesville and North Central Florida. Ruse Ogra will give you the service you deserve at the price you want.
Yeah, if you're going back row and defensively, 2 separate things. Back row, Lily Hayes, 3.5 digs per set, amazing. If you're throwing in defensive player, Alec, 12 total blocks on the weekend. So Lily and Alec both really good defensive weekends.
Very good. Again, if you'd like to get on the show tonight, it looks like we might have our first caller of the evening. It is 352-392-8255. It is the Meldon Law fan phone line. Meldon Law, they won't back down, and neither will the Gators and Ryan Theis. Let's go to Ed, who wants to pose a question to the head coach. Ed, welcome. Go ahead and pose your question to Ryan.
Thank you. Is there any coordination or communication among all the coaches on campus for the other sports to share best practices to take care of the student athletes, like nutrition or strength training or tutoring or sports psychology?
Yeah, it's what's really neat here. We have a head coach's thread that is incredibly supportive of one another. In fact, in my third stint as a head coach, really never experienced that. We also had a head coaches only, no administrative meeting about a month ago with just, hey, what can we recommend to the administration for best practices and help? We have open door policies that anyone can go watch any practices. I love watching other coaches practice in any sport. I think that really good coaches can be good coaches in multiple sports if they learn it. So really an open and inviting group, very supportive of each other. And the administration is really good at, hey, nutritionally, we need this. Hey, NIL, like we need this. And they are very responsive to trying to help us be successful. Good question.
Thank you.
Good question, Ed. We appreciate your call tonight. Again, that number is 352-392-8255 to join the show. And I was thinking of formulating a question, Ryan, and then I said, well, maybe I won't go there at this point, but we'll get to there. Well, I think I will go there. In terms of this squad and the leadership among the players, who is that person or persons? Let's say things aren't going so great maybe at a junction, and they're going to have a players-only meeting. Who would be the player that would coordinate that, if you had to guess?
Well, we have people in charge of different things. For example, you might have a strength and conditioning liaison, which is our strength coach, Dr. J, and then Ella Vogel is our strength and conditioning fanatic on the team. So if things need to be relayed through Dr. J, Ella would be an advocate for that. The Gator Way, as we call it, Stuckey and Taylor Parks, Emily Kanan, very good at the Gator Way. And so you'll hear those guys once in a while speak up in a timeout and try and right the ship, if you will. So each area, whether it's strength and conditioning, whether it's the Gator Way, whether it's nutritionally, whether it's cleanliness in the locker room.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Lauren Harden does a good job.
Who's the janitorial
Lauren Harden,
liaison?
Lauren Harden likes a clean ship, and so that's one of her responsibilities. So all of our players have different leadership roles that we hope they execute, and they might be part of more than one of them if they're really good at it, or have greater interest in one area than another.
And is this through you that the Gator Way leadership is developed, or is this a combination or a collaboration with players and the whole staff?
Well,
how does that work?
Especially in the transition of collaboration. The way things were done and handled versus the way things are now versus the way things will be moving forward. I can't. Transitions are difficult. This is the third one I've done. And in every one of them, there is the way we used to do it and how we are going to do it moving forward.
Okay.
And that takes time. It does. And we're in a world of patience is low on, whether it's anything. Yeah. And social media and
where's my Amazon?
Exactly. Instant gratification, all those things. And they take time. Now with the transfer portal and things, those can be accelerated, and so culture can change quicker than it used to in the past. But there's change, and that requires some patience.
Change isn't always easy either.
No, not at all. And for as much love as I have for Mary and respect and praise I can give, it's just a little different now. And so
it's going to be different.
Yeah, that just takes time.
Right, exactly. Again, the number to call, 352-392-8255. The email, theryantheisshow@gmail.com. Or if you want to jump in the chat on YouTube, you can do that as well as you watch on YouTube Live. Front row defender of the SEC tournament, brought to you by Campus USA Credit Union. Put some star power to work in your financial life with Campus USA Credit Union. You mentioned one of the blockers already, but I'll give you center stage again.
Yep.
Who is the front row defender of the
back row
tournament?
was Lily, front row Alec. 12 blocks, 1.7 blocks per set. I thought Alec was deserving of some type of conference recognition. I can't elaborate on how each coach voted or things like that, but my message to her was I felt like she was deserving, didn't get it, and we can prove some people wrong. And I think she did that with blocking 1.7.
1.7. Those are Okasapala numbers, who led the SEC for the entire year, and then fourth in the NCAA from A&M. So those are heady numbers, just under 2 blocks per set.
And I think Alec's going to do that for the next 2 years.
What are the basic characteristics or the best characteristics of a good blocker in terms of I know it's a lot of wannabe, but there's also got to be some attention to the detail of the scouting report and where your hitters are and who's in the front row at the time, that kind of thing.
Yeah, physicality above the net, hand strength, wrist strength, those things actually factor in quite a bit. If a ball touches your hand, does it deflect out? Does it go back for a block? Reading, speed, laterally, physically, all of those things come into play. And so to pick one would be almost impossible other than physicality above the net, which Alec has.
Okay. We will get we'll get another break in here now. I wanted to get that out there. We will be back with more of the Ryan Theis Show after this brief timeout.
You're home for Thursday Night Football, right here on WRUF.
Every great team is built on a solid game plan, sharp execution, and total trust in the crew beside you. At Quality Plumbing, we bring that same championship mindset to every job we do. For over 40 years, we've been the starting lineup for homes and businesses across North Central Florida, delivering reliable service, expert craftsmanship, and big wins for our customers. Call us today or visit qualityplumbing.com. We're your first string team. License number CFC 043073.
Gear up to root on the Gators at the University of Florida Bookstore at the Wrights Union. The UF Bookstore will be open from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. for all the orange and blue gear you need. There's a large selection of clearance items throughout the clothing department with many items up to 50% off original price. This is a great time to expand your Gator wardrobe and save some money too. So as you look to root on the Gators, debut some new orange and blue gear at the UF Bookstore, open noon to 5 on Sunday. So to score, just remember the University of Florida Bookstore inside the Wrights Union on campus, and go Gators!
Looking for a roof you can trust to weather any storm? Atlantic Roofing has been covering North Central Florida for over 20 years. We're a third-generation, locally owned roofing company. From Alachua to Marion, Bradford, Levy, Gilchrist, Columbia, and beyond, we've got your home, your business, and your back. Visit AtlanticRoofing.com or call today for your free estimate. Atlantic Roofing, where quality rises above.
Are you ready to raise your game when it comes to your Gators gear? Head over to Alma Mater in Gainesville. You'll find just what you need to rep your team in style. From one-of-a-kind Gator tees and hats to NIL gear, they've got the perfect Gator swag for every fan in all kinds of weather. Whether it's game day or any day, you'll be winning with officially licensed apparel found nowhere else. Locally owned, locally produced. Alma Mater, in-store at the corner of 34th and University or online at almamaterdesign.com.
Pass, set, kill, point, Florida. Gator volleyball fans, do you want to get closer to the action and support your favorite student athletes? Join the Gator Attack Club, the official booster club for Florida volleyball. Your membership gets you exclusive access to events like Meet the Team socials, pre-match coaches' corners, and post-match receptions. To join the fun, visit GatorAttackClub.org. The Gator Attack Club. Join now and get ready to cheer the Gators on to victory. Go Gators!
It's football season, touchdowns and celebrations, and unfortunately, injuries. If you're injured, call Titan MRI and Imaging. No need to deal with long wait times and high costs to get your scans done. Titan MRI and Imaging will save you time and money. And the experience at Titan MRI and Imaging, much more personal than the sterile atmosphere of a hospital. Joe and his team are personally involved and will guide you through the entire process at any of their 3 convenient locations. So if you need a scan, call Titan MRI and Imaging. Learn more at TitanMRI.com.
It's the Ryan Theis Show, right here on WRUF.
It's time to join the Gator Attack Club, the official booster club for Florida volleyball. To join the fun, visit us at GatorAttackClub.org. The Gator Attack Club, ready to cheer on the Gators to victory.
Funky beat from Luis giving us our call back here to the show. If you'd like to call the show, it's 352-392-8255. That is the Meldon Law fan phone line. Meldon Law, they won't back down. You can also send an email to theryantheisshow@gmail.com, as well as our YouTube channel. You can be on the chat. Just search Ryan Theis Show and come up on the chat. NCAA tournament selections go out on Sunday after Thanksgiving. And just a quick snapshot of the RPI. Nebraska is at number 1, Texas 2, Arizona State 3, Kentucky 4, Creighton 5, Pitt 6, Louisville 7, SMU 8, Texas A&M 9, Stanford 10. There's your top 10. Of course, first 16 will host first and second round action. And the Gators will be traveling opening weekend. And that's usually, if the NCAA stays to course, it'll be somewhere, hopefully, that you can travel ground transportation. But once
that's
in a while,
all. That's all. Actually,
once in a while, you go.
I mean, it's kind of all flipped now. So, if you're one of the top 32 seeds, they try to regionally put you where it makes sense if it does. So, for example,
unless you're Hawaii.
Yep, exactly. Well, and even us this year, for example, if we are a top 32 seed, odds are we're 29 to 32.
Okay.
Which means we're an 8. Okay. So an 8 will go to one of the hosts. Okay.
Right.
And so one of the top 4. So is the top 4 Nebraska, Pitt, Kentucky, Texas? Because if that's the case, we would then be either at Pitt or Nebraska.
Okay.
If Arizona State is a host, again, that's an option if we are in the top 32. If we're kind of around that line. Now, we have more top 25 wins than people around us, which would say there's a good chance we're in that 32. If not, we become unseeded and could go literally anywhere. And geographically, for example, if Miami got one of those top 16, there would be a chance.
To Miami.
But nobody really else in our region outside of conference is going to host. So then we become basically the outlier, which the committee will put anywhere. So anything is in play. So for a top 32 seed, I'd think chances of Pitt, Arizona State, if they get a seed, Nebraska are all in play. If we're outside of that, literally anywhere.
Anywhere. Okay.
Omaha. I mean,
been to Omaha in December before. Yeah. Wow.
Anything.
Florida currently 36 in RPI. How many teams from the SEC get in? 7 or 8?
5, 6.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Of course, 9 last year record.
Yeah, it would be. I think 7 have a shot. So I throw out the 6 or the 6, 7. Right, that's the new young people thing.
Okay.
Is in play. It's going to depend. That each committee has a new chair this year, and so is a top 50 win more important, or is a bad loss more important? And that's what we'll find out. Like, for example, my good friend Josh.
Is a star better than a demerit?
Right,
yeah.
right. My good friend Josh at Villanova is 39 RPI. Usually 45 gets to be about the line. He's got one top 50 win, but he's nervous as heck, and understandably so. And then I think there's probably a couple of SEC schools. If Oklahoma doesn't get in my opinion, that might, Auburn, if they don't get in, those are 2 of the best teams to not make the tournament in a while. I think those 2 are awfully good.
Certainly. And we saw Auburn up close and personal. Sub of the SEC tournament brought to you by Atlantic Roofing and Exteriors. The team at Atlantic Roofing and Exteriors provides a wide range of roofing solutions, both residential and commercial. With more than 50 years of experience, look no further than Atlantic Roofing and Exteriors. Who came off the bench and gave you a lift over the weekend?
Yeah, normally that's been a pretty easy answer because of bench usage. Not an easy one for this event. You can talk about what rotation did you start in, so that a bench player rotated in. Like Anaya Madkin, for example, didn't start several of the sets, but had a great weekend, so you could throw her in there. Bella Lee came in at the end of Alabama and had a nice, I think, a 2-point run from the service line and played good back row. So not an easy award this week, but I'll throw Bella in there because, if anything, she is a really nice defensive specialist, passer, player, and hasn't got a ton of minutes this year. But that is not indicative of how good she is at volleyball. Bella will be, I think, important for us moving forward.
Have a lot of youth on this Florida team, freshmen, and, of course, we've talked about Jordan Bird getting her first collegiate experience. Of the newcomers that are getting their first taste of tournament postseason play, who was the most valuable of those newcomers, the most valuable first time in that tournament. Either a freshman or, as I mentioned, Jordan Bird, really first court time. And that's brought to us by Quality Plumbing. When you need a plumber, call on Quality Plumber, Quality Plumbing. The same company that people in Gainesville have trusted for over 40 years. Quality Plumbing, their name says it all. Quality Plumbing.
Yeah, Jordan, Lily, Anaya are all, new. Mm-hmm. So any one of those three could be deserving. I mean, Jordan's learning to be the point scorer that is needed. Anaya, again, that 18-5 against Tennessee was awfully good. She took a rip at the end of the second set that she missed that I know she wants back, but just a gutsy swing, when we needed it. And she'll get that, next year and moving forward. I heard Lily in a timeout say, guys, I don't want to go home yet. We got to win this game.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not ready to go home. And so those three all did great. I loved that line from Lily, so we can give her that award.
Okay, that's very good. Back to Anaya just for a moment. Last year, she's the go-to player at Arkansas. Leads them in kills, leads them in attacks, and she transitions to Florida where she's, I guess, right up there in terms of number of attacks and number of looks. But Jordan Bird, your first option from the outside hitter position. How do you roll into that role from being the number one outside hitter now to where she is with Jordan?
Well, I think we brought up last week or 2 weeks ago on the show, we had a meeting with Anaya. And she had been pulled from a match and, said, okay, what am I doing wrong? What am I missing? And it was all kill percentage. And it was, okay, you're erring at, I think I'm close on this. There was a 4-match run where it was, you're erring at 5%, you're blocked at 6%, that's 11% error. From an outside hitter, we view 15% as acceptable. So she was really low in error, which is great. However, she was only at 22% kill, and we need that to be more like 35. So I said, you're almost being too conservative. You need to score points, and she has done a great job the last 2 weeks of the season. In fact, I think the last 4 matches after that meeting might have been her best 4, and so we'll hope she carries that forward and has a great performance in the NCAA tournament.
And what are the factors that you go in? You've mentioned them briefly there, but the factors you track each attack. I mean, I know you're going to have a spray chart where you're hitting angle, you're hitting line, you're hitting angle, wherever you're going, you're tipping, you're taking a full swing. How do those factors factor into that discussion with Anaya?
Yeah, well, okay, so if you can't kill it, right, if you feel you are not in position to get the kill, what are you doing? Are you being disruptive? Are you taking out the opponent's setter? Are you forcing, we call it an up-down tip, blockers to peel and pull it and have to transition and create some chaos near the net? Or are you just handing them the ball, right? Like, I can't kill it, here you go, right? And
free ball.
And that's
almost
what we're trying, yeah, exactly. We're trying to avoid that. And so that was one of the things we showed Anaya was, hey, of the 19 times you couldn't get a kill, right? Because you might get 40 swings as an outside or 50 swings, right? Of those 19 times, what did you do? And she was like, well, 6 or 7 times I just gave it to him. And I was like, yeah, that's not disruptive. And I just really think, again, since that meeting, you say those things you say them in the preseason, you say them, but sometimes the effect of pulling a kid or them seeing numbers or having a bad 2 weeks really magnifies it, and then you can bring them in and re-explain it to where they go, well, I have to change. And I think Anaya did a great job with that.
Very good. One more accolade before we head into our last timeout of the show tonight, and this is one I've just created. The most enjoyable off-court experience of the season that the Gator team has participated in. And that's brought to you by Alma Mater, the ultimate Gator store right here in Gainesville. You'll find everything you need at Alma Mater to show off your Gator pride. Alma Mater, corner of 34th Street and University Avenue behind PDQ. Most enjoyable, most unique off-court experience for this team that they experience together.
Well, the foreign tour, in May, right?
Okay. I mean, that was the obvious one.
Yeah, that's extraordinary. If you want to cross that off and move to the fall.
I mean, you mentioned after one of the matches you went out for ice cream with the team and everyone had a blast.
That was very exciting for them to go get ice cream.
It's not grilled chicken.
NCAA does not allow you to say if you win you get ice cream, but we did have a situation where our flight was delayed because of charter processes.
Oh boy!
Like we couldn't get. I think it was we couldn't get out. I'm making this up, but we couldn't get out of Ole Miss because there was a football game and too many private flights were coming in, so we had to drive an hour. So a flight got in late the week before that, and so we had an hour to kill. So we went and got ice cream, and it was
nice.
It was heaven. We also in Nebraska we had a couple people on our team who had never seen a cornfield.
Really?
Yeah, including Jackie, our director of ops. She
wanted to see a cornfield.
She had never seen corn. So I grew up on a corn farm, right? So for me, I was blown away that we had seen, no one had seen it. So, and maybe this December, I don't know, somebody sees snow for the first time.
Right.
I'm still learning these southern ways, but yeah, corn, ice cream. We try and do some fun team activities here and there.
That's great. Let's get our last timeout in here. Porter, hang on the line. You'll be right up after this break. You're listening to the Ryan Theis Show. Back for more after this brief TO.
Porter.
Your home for Tampa Bay Buccaneers football. WRUF.
Pass, set, kill. Point, Florida. Gator volleyball fans, do you want to get closer to the action and support your favorite student athletes? Join the Gator Attack Club, the official booster club for Florida volleyball. Your membership gets you exclusive access to events like Meet the Team socials, pre-match coaches corners, and post-match receptions. To join the fun, visit GatorAttackClub.org. The Gator Attack Club. Join now and get ready to cheer the Gators on to victory. Go Gators!
The jewelry store with the most likes, the most positive reviews, the most raving fans is International Diamond Center.
IDC is definitely a place that I will come to as long as I live here. This will be my go-to place always.
Literally the best jewelry store in town. You'll make friends for life coming in here. I felt like family from the beginning. The value was extraordinary.
I've got a beautiful diamond on my finger and I'm very proud of it.
International Diamond Center.
I'm very happy to show it off.
At Celebration Point and online at shopidc.com.
Looking for a roof you can trust to weather any storm? Atlantic Roofing has been covering North Central Florida for over 20 years. We're a third-generation, locally owned roofing company. From Alachua to Marion, Bradford, Levy, Gilchrist, Columbia, and beyond, we've got your home, your business, and your back. Visit AtlanticRoofing.com or call today for your free estimate. Atlantic Roofing, where quality rises above.
Hey, have you ever talked to Ruse Agra over at State Farm?
Oh yeah, Ruse is awesome. Helped me get a ton of coverage for way less than I expected, and he serves all of North Florida. Super friendly too, actually takes time to explain everything.
Really? I thought State Farm would be pricey.
Nope, surprisingly great rates. You get that neighborly service you don't find everywhere. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I might give Ruse at State Farm a call.
You should. Call 352-240-1779 for a free quote. You'll be glad you did.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
90 years ago, 9 University of Florida faculty members started something big, Campus USA Credit Union, the first credit union on a U.S. college campus. Today, Campus USA is 160,000 members strong, proudly serving the community with auto loans, business loans, mortgages, and more. Whether you're just starting out or building your future, Campus is here to help you every step of the way. Stop by any campus location or join the team at campuscu.com. Campus USA Credit Union, celebrating 90 years of better banking.
When the unexpected happens, you need a legal team that's ready to fight for you, just like the Florida Gators. At Meldon Law, we're proud to partner with the Florida Gators to deliver winning results for those who have been injured at no fault of their own. With a strong record of success and a team that won't back down, Meldon Law is your trusted partner in tough times. Call Meldon Law at 352-373-8000 or visit us at meldonlaw.com.
The Ryan Theis Show continues here on WRUF 98.1 FM, 850 AM, and anywhere in the world on the WRUF mobile app.
Don't settle for a knockoff diamond when you can get the best diamonds at the best price. International Diamond Center, located in Celebration Point, the official jeweler of the Florida Gators.
Well done. International Diamond Center. CP, Celebration Point.
Yeah,
let's go back.
I
go ahead.
probably owe my wife a diamond. I haven't
Coming
gotten
up?
her one in about
How many years married now?
18.
Yeah, that
I
sounds
think
about right.
18.
Right.
You were the DJ.
I know. I was there. That was fun.
You were there.
That was a lot of fun.
Our oldest is 17, turns 18 in March. So that
and
means,
playing volleyball, we heard.
And playing volleyball. So that would 18 or 19, I think.
Brag on a bit. He signed a deal to play.
He
in
committed
college.
to Carthage in Kenosha, Wisconsin, a Division III powerhouse.
Okay.
It's a really good fit for him. We love the area. The campus is beautiful. The coach is a good friend of ours. Seems like a good fit.
And you said he's 6'4" and touches over 11 feet, right?
Yeah. He's 11'4"
Wow.
to 11'6" in that window. He's gonna.
Did he play basketball too in high school? Or
He
no?
did. Well, he's a little behind in volleyball because he had put a huge priority on basketball from about age 12 to 15, 16, and then around 15, 16 decided to make the transition to volleyball, which mom and dad had made him aware of that many times before, but he fell in love with it. Actually thinks he wants to be a volleyball coach.
Interesting.
Which him and I are a little oil and water. So it's kind of funny.
Mama's boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They butt heads a little bit.
But
as he gets older, I think he's being a little bit more appreciative of dad being helpful. But typical father-son, I enjoy him very much. And the older he gets, the more and more he and I enjoy each other's company.
Very good. Let's go to the Meldon Law fan phone line. Meldon Law, we won't back down. We have Porter standing by. Porter, your question or comment for Ryan Theis.
Porter, thanks for coming on. Go ahead.
Hey, Tom, Coach. How you doing?
Hello.
I'm pretty sure can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm pretty sure the diamond is, you're about halfway there. I think it's 35. The reason I know is I've got 36 coming up this year, and I'm a year late.
That's
I'm going to make up for it.
amazing. That means I have 16, 17 years before I have to buy one. Thank you for that heads up.
I know. I didn't say that. But, hey, this question isn't really about any particular thing. I actually was meaning to ask it to Coach Wise for years, and just it always slipped my mind. And heading into the tournament, I figured this apropos. In her case, I always knew she was, for whatever reason, she was so efficient with the timeout. So the percentage of points we won coming off when she took a timeout was amazing. Now, I understand, if you have momentum, you don't want to call a timeout and that kind of thing. But I was curious, especially in like one of those tied matches going back and forth, like I call it on the bob, in overtime even. Ever consider taking a timeout after you win the point? Whether it's to get your serve straight. I know it allows the other team to get the return straight and that kind of thing. But in a game like that, just going back and back, I just like to get your take on that. I'll take it off the air. Go Gators. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, thanks, Porter, for the question.
Thanks, Porter. Happy Thanksgiving.
Really, happy Thanksgiving. A really good question. Very, very rarely. In fact, I've maybe done it once or twice in my career after we score a point. The odds are if the coach is calling a timeout, you are receiving serve. It means the other team just got a point, right? And you win that volley if you're playing well 65% of the time. So if a team scores a point on you, you call that timeout, and your hope is that you get a little bit easier serve coming back, and you can just regroup and take a break to hopefully stop momentum. So, sometimes a player will miss a serve after you get a timeout, and the coach will, pat themselves on the back and go, hey, I got that kid to miss a serve. I think the only instances in calling it late, like you said, if a match is bobbing back and forth, is just purely hey, we know what they're going to do. I still have 2 timeouts. Let's go back and serve and do this. But that is rare, but something to be thought about for sure.
Okay, thanks for that call, Porter. You want to join like Porter did? You still have a minute or two to get in. 352-392-8255, the Meldon Law fan phone line. Next accolade or next question I pose to you is the most enjoyable and greatest fan experience and the experience you had, the Gator team, playing on the road this season. The favorite road venue that the Gators played in. That's bought by UF Bookstores. UF Bookstores, they don't sell diplomas, just everything you need to earn one. UF Bookstores, your one-stop shop for all things Gators.
Well, I thought the first serve event, the AVCA first serve event in Nebraska, I thought they did a great job with that. They did a red carpet runway when you walk in. The entire town of Lincoln was bought in and invested in this volleyball tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
High-level volleyball, that's a volleyball community. And just the people and how they treated you and how they were so excited for you to be there was a really impressive experience.
Very good. Yeah, I thought that might be the one. And you got a big win over Pitt in the first serve event. Our last weekly accolade of the year, and of the week, I should say. And I'm just debating in terms of where to go with that, because I've been trying to be creative with some of the things because we've gone over so much over the course of the show. But the award is brought to you by Doreen Wiebe, Realtor with Coldwell Banker, MM Parrish. Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Doreen Wiebe will provide you with fast, friendly, and reliable service. Call her today, 352-562-1411. That's 352-562-1411. Doreen will help you make your dreams come true. Favorite atmosphere for a home match and big win that you thought was a great turning point or a great momentum point during the season? A home match that, hey, we won this match, and this is, hey, we're on the right track.
I remember Auburn standing out. It was coming, I think the weekend before we had maybe dropped a match or been upset, if you will. And so that Auburn one was knowing that they were, at the time, a top 50 RPI, and I think they might have been like 12-1 or something. I'm making those up. But we had an amazing student section show up and keep filling up. And I think it was, in overtime, fourth set to win it, like a 28-26 or something. I thought that was a pretty cool environment. We had a great crowd against Texas. We did not get that win. But I remember the Auburn one standing out as that was a fun match for a lot of people to see.
That's going to wrap it up for us tonight as we wind down the Ryan Theis Show. Special thanks to our engineer for the broadcast tonight. That would be Luis. The WRUF ESPN brand manager, Kevin Winter, makes it all happen. Our executive producer of the show is Freddie Wiebe. Don't forget, Selection Sunday, the show. You will have to tune in and see where the Gators are in the NCAA tournament. For Ryan Theis, I'm Tom Collette, saying good night from the Ryan Theis Show. We'll be back next Tuesday to break down where the Gators are going in the big dance. Everyone have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
What's stronger?
A Gator Trump
or our coverage of Gator Nation?
Stay on top of the Florida Gators all season.
WRUF 98.1 FM, 850 AM, and 103.7 HD2. Keeping you connected to Gator Nation. ESPN Gainesville is WRUF.
It's football season, touchdowns and celebrations, and unfortunately, injuries. If you're injured, call Titan MRI and Imaging. No need to deal with long wait times and high costs to get your scans done. Titan MRI and Imaging will save you time.